ANC President Cyril Ramaphosa has arrived in Mpumalanga, where he will lead his party's Letsema campaign. It's part of the ANC's efforts to renew the social compact with communities ahead of the 2024 elections. And there you see the president of the ANC in shot, meeting and greeting with some of the residents, some registering whatever complaints or requests that they may have. Let's touch base with Mweli, Masilela, our eyes and ears on the ground, standing by with the provincial commissioner, Mweli, in terms of the program for the rest of the day.
I can tell you now that indeed the president has arrived here at the Boteng Township here in Delmas, leading this Letsema campaign. Of course, the ANC says this campaign is meant to put structures, ANC structures, at the forefront of service delivery. I can also tell you that indeed he has been warmly welcomed here, and many people have been waiting for this opportunity to meet the president. I can tell you also that some of the people that we spoke to, they're saying that there's quite a number of service delivery issues that they need to be attended to. They are hopeful that now that the president is here, he will have that opportunity to listen to them and respond to some of those issues. This is just the start, this cleaning campaign. We're expecting the president to later be involved in an activity to patch some potholes in this community. And also at a later stage, we're expecting him to meet with branches of the African National Congress in the province. And that is when we are expecting those members of the ANC to express their views in as far as the state of the party is concerned. But let me bring in the chairperson of the ANC in the province. His name is Mandando, just to tell us about the importance of this campaign. Chairperson, just briefly, we can see the campaign is already underway. If you can tell us what's the significance of this campaign, because many people are saying that in terms of service delivery, in terms of service delivery, there are still outstanding issues of lack of clean drinking water and proper roads.
Yeah, but I did not hear you very well about what people are saying about service delivery. People service. What we are doing now is service delivery. We said as an organization that we must continue to give people services on a annual basis. We can't just have, others are saying that the only time that we'll give people services when we approach election. There is no election. The president is here working with volunteers of the ANC to clean this town. And we're also going to two other areas where we are going to patch our roads. We are going to patch our potholes here. Those that are saying that we don't also patch our potholes, that our roads are not smooth. So we want to make sure that our roads are very smooth here in this town. So the president is here to work with our volunteers. Our volunteers will continue to give services to our people. And then after we should have left this area.
Chairperson, this campaign comes at a time when the ANC is preparing for its national conference. If you can tell us about the state of preparedness for the national conference of the ANC and the position of Mpumalanga going to that conference.
The position of Mpumalanga, there is no position of Mpumalanga. We have got positions of branches. Branches are going to start with the nominations as from next week. So we'll know. Finally, we're going to consolidate nominations from branches. So we'll know you'll know the view of the province by that time. But we're comfortable. We're with the president here. We're working. He's working.
All right. Thank you very much, Chairperson, for talking to us. That is the Chairperson of the ANC here in Mpumalanga, Mandandov, well, telling us that as the ANC, well, they are trying to ensure that as the ANC-led government, services are brought to the people. And, well, talking about the upcoming national conference of the ANC, well, he's saying that they are ready and they believe that as a province they've done enough in terms of preparing for that conference.
Mweli, Masilela, thank you very much for that update. And just a note to our viewers that this is a live event and there's quite a number of people. So our reporter Mweli as well as our camera person on the ground are trying to make their way through this crowd of people to bring our viewers the best visuals as best as possible. So you would have seen in shot a few moments ago President Cyril Ramaphosa with his gloves in his hands, ready, I guess, to get his hands dirty. This part of the Letsema campaign that he is leading in Mpumalanga. It's a social compact campaign to mobilize communities. It was launched by President Thabo Mbeki about, 20 years ago, and basically it's the way for the ANC to renew and revive and get volunteers from community level to clean up in terms of issues that may be plaguing certain communities on the ground. And here in Delmas, residents complaining about several issues, some also using this opportunity to take some pictures with the president and express or share some banter and friendly words. But there are serious challenges that are plaguing people on the ground here in Delmas, and President Cyril Ramaphosa of the ANC, in his capacity as president of the ANC, there to not only listen but to also get his hands dirty and to try and plug the gap or fill the void of what has been left by the local councillors or those who have been tasked with bettering the lives of people on the ground. I do wonder if my colleague Mweli Masilela is able to hear us, just so we can touch base with him before. Unfortunately not. We do not have Mweli Masilela. Mweli, maybe just tell us exactly about the issues that are plaguing people in Delmas, right? So what is it that they are complaining about that they need the president to not only fix physically today, but to hold those who have been tasked with making their lives better responsible moving forward?
There's quite a number of issues raised by the community members here, but I think the main issue that they are complaining about is the issue of the lack of clean drinking water. And I can tell you due to that, this is not a problem that is facing only this municipality. We know that there's quite a number of municipalities that are under financial recovery. They were put under a financial recovery by the provincial governments led by Premier Refilum Tshwane. And looking beyond the issue of water, just like many other municipalities in the province, there is the issue of electricity. They understand that indeed there is load shedding, but most of the municipalities, including this one, you find that they've got internal load reduction, which means that community members have to stay for long hours, more than expected, without electricity, which is actually affecting many businesses operating in the area, as well as community members in general. So those are some of the issues that the community leaders and the community members are raising to do. But also looking into the issue of unemployment, many young people, you find that especially in this side where there's quite a number of mining houses, including Emalahleni, young people are complaining to say that those companies operating in the area, you find that they are not empowering them as far as job opportunities are concerned, as well as business opportunities. That is why just a few weeks ago we saw some residents of Standerton marching to the Tutuga power station. They're trying to raise those issues to say that they were expecting that the fact that there's that power station there, they'll get those job opportunities. But of course, that's a power station that was also visited by President Cyril Ramaphosa, and there were concerns raised to say that it's one of the badly managed power stations in the country. That is why then there's also some work being done to ensure that those issues are attended to, including some of the issues that the president was briefed with is the issue of diesel being stolen there at the power station, and also some spares being stolen and later being resold to the very same power station. So it's quite a number of issues that are raised, especially in areas like Delmas here at the Victor Kanye municipality to do so. We are hoping that later at least those community members will have a proper or formal platform where they will raise those issues, because now he's just getting concerns as he's working here, being busy with that cleaning campaign.